Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with the 1993 Toyota #1 T100 Baja truck. Now this has 758 horsepower and 527 pounds-feet of torque, and the car itself weighs 4,103 pounds. Now it can do 0 to 60 in 3.088 seconds, 0 to 107.778 seconds, and going to a top speed of 164 miles an hour. So yeah, this is the first ever trophy truck I think I've taken out on a series like this, and it's also the first trophy truck we've taken out on a Forza Motorsport game. But it does have plenty of power, but it also weighs quite a fair bit, and it is also only rear wheel drive. But the engine is at the back, so it should hopefully provide plenty of traction, and yeah, it's got a decent rate of acceleration. So yeah, let's take this out there and see what it can do. Right, so yeah, as with the Chevrolet Fleetline Special, still raining, 5 laps, no extra goes. Obviously this is a bit more race orientated than that Chevy, but nonetheless it is still more power than it had originally. Obviously it's had no further upgrades outside of the engine. So quite roly-poly handling. Front right wheel was lifted up off the ground then, which just shows how soft this suspension is on this car. It's got decent speed. Whoa, the front end was definitely lifting up there. Well, that will be a problem if we're going to be able to try and get a quick time out of this vehicle. But despite that, I still think we're going to be quicker than the Chevy. That's a decent first lap compared to that Chevrolet Fleetline Special with 1 minute 34.623. It's only about 6 seconds slower than that Chevy when put in its fastest time. So yeah, I feel like we are going to be able to beat it. If we can keep things in check, that is. Oh, this suspension is playing havoc. Slight improvement there, 1 minute 33.044. Still plenty of room for improvement though. this hammerhead done better than previously, and we should be able to improve our time a fair bit. Suspension again. So obviously when it lifts up the rear front end, I can't steer. And that's obviously a problem when you're trying to go around a racetrack. Steering is kind of vital. Still improved again. 1 minute 29.44, which means we're less than a second behind the Chevy. Really need to predict when that suspension is going to start pulling up and then kind of brake or let off the throttle to bring it back down again. Well, we've beaten the Chevy with a time of 1 minute 27.701. So with this final lap, let's see if we can improve that time. Dear. So yeah, no improvement in that final lap, but nonetheless we have beaten the Chevy by more than a second. So yeah, that was overall pretty damn solid, quite frankly. But obviously the suspension really did, well, by more than a second, I mean by just under a second, but only by 0.005 a second. But nonetheless, solid enough time, and obviously does put it in first place. It would have been a hell of a lot quicker though if it had not only better traction on the rear end, but also improved suspension, because yeah, it was really rather quite soft and kept bringing the front up, which, you know, when it brings the front up you can't steer, you can't brake with the front wheels, and you have very limited control, so you either have to slow down or brake or let off the throttle or crash. So yeah, that was a big problem, and I feel like that will obviously hinder its placement when this series comes to a close. But for now, it is first place, and the Chevy has dropped down to second. So yeah, obviously we've still got plenty of other cars to try out in this series, but yeah, it's looking like it's going to be an interesting series with all these different kind of vehicles that we can take out onto this series. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.